Good evening, children. Today we are going to start the next chapter, Materials, Metal and Non-Metals. In this chapter, I am going to cover the following topics: classification of elements, physical properties of metals and non-metals, chemical properties of metals and non-metals, displacement reaction, uses of metals and non-metals. Now, matter. As as you know that anything that has mass and occupies space and perceived by our senses is called matter. So all the things which we see around us is matter. Now matter can be divided into two groups, that is pure and impure matter. Pure matter are elements and compounds. Impure matter homogeneous and heterogeneous. About the impure matter we will study in higher classes. Here we will study only the elements. Now elements. Those substances which are made up of one type of atom is known as elements. Compounds which are made up of two or more kinds of atom is called compound. Now classification of elements. Elements are divided into three types: metal, non-metal and metalloid. So metal and non-metal, this is our chapter. We are going to study about the metals and non-metals which comes under the classification of elements. Now let us discuss one by one. Metals. So metals are pure substances which possess the following physical and the chemical properties. On the basis of these properties we can identify the pure substances as metal. So let us see what are these properties. So physical properties of metals. Now first, metals have shiny surface. So everything around you, if you see that has a very shiny surface, then it is a metal. Just like the golden ring, gold is a metal. The metallic utensils used in the kitchen, they have a very shiny surface. So all metals, they have a shiny surface. Ductility. Now ductility is the property by which anything can be drawn into wires. So metals have ductility, or metals are ductile because we can draw wires from metals. Just like all the connecting wires or electrical wires, they are made up of metals. So because iron or copper, they are metals, and the metals have a property to be drawn into wires. So that is why we are using metals for electrical wires. Now malleability. Now malleability means the property by which metals can be beaten into sheets. Now you have seen many utensils in your kitchen of the different shapes. Your plates means in the form of little bit sheet. That is possible only because metal can be beaten into sheets. And also you have seen many other different metallic sheets, just like the aluminium foil, which is very common nowadays in the kitchen. So that is also made up of the metal aluminium, and it is made possible only because aluminium is a metallic property, and metals, it can be beaten into thin sheets. Metals are sonorous. Sonorous means when they hit, they produce sound. It is very common whenever a kitchen utensils falls on the ground, you can hear a different metallic sound. They produces a sound. So this is the property of a metal. Electrical conductivity. Now metals are good conductor of electricity. That is why the electrical connecting wires, they are made up of copper, and copper is a metal. Heat conductivity means metals are good conductor of heat. If you have a metallic rod, if you heat it from one end very soon the other end also get heated. It becomes hot. So this is because the metals are good conductor of heat. Metals have high melting point and boiling point. Melting point means when the metal changes into liquid, it melts. The temperature of the metal is to raise to very high. Only then it will changes into metal. That is why the metallic utensils are used in the kitchen, because their melting point is very high. Before they reach to the melting point, our food cooks and the utensils does not melt. Now few examples of the metal: lithium, sodium, potassium, beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, zinc, copper, aluminium, gold, silver, nickel, chromium. All these are the different examples of the metals, and these are the symbols for the metals. Few other examples: barium, gallium, mercury, platinum, iron, manganese, radium, lead, uranium, and these are the symbols for these metals. Now, chemical properties of metals. Reaction of metal with air means some metals, they are very highly reactive metals like sodium and potassium. They react with air at room temperature and converts to their oxides. So sodium and potassium, they are highly reactive. Even at the room temperature, they reacts with oxygen and converts to sodium oxide and releases a lot of heat. Now therefore, because of this reason, the sodium metal is always stored in kerosene oil. And one more property: sodium is very soft metal. It is not hard like other metals. So this is a very different property of the sodium, that it is a soft metal. Magnesium on heating burns in air to form oxide. So when magnesium ribbon is burned in air, it reacts with oxygen and forms MgO, that is magnesium oxide. Some other metals like gold, silver and platinum, they do not react with air even on strong heating, and they are called noble metals. That is why the golden jewelry remains as such even for a after very long years. It does not change, its shine does not changes because it do not react with air. Some metals like iron and copper react with air in presence of moisture and other gases and forms the hydroxide or rust. Rust is a very common word. You must have heard that when the iron utensils are kept in air, then iron reacts with air, that is oxygen, in presence of water and changes into iron oxide, which is brown in color and is called the rust. You have seen a brown color on your bicycle during the rainy season, because during the rainy season the lot of moisture is in the atmosphere, oxygen is already present. The cycle, which is made up of iron, reacts with the oxygen and water and converts into iron oxide, which is brown in color and is called rust. जिसे हम कहते हैं कि हमारे बर्तनों में जंक लग गया, खिड़कियों में, विंडो पेन्स में, तवा, जो भी मटेरियल आपका आयरन से बना हुआ है, ड्यूरिंग द रेनी सीजन ब्राउनिश कलर उसके ऊपर डिपॉजिट हो जाता है बिकॉज ऑफ आयरन ऑक्साइड. इन कॉमन वी से इट इज रस्ट. Similarly, copper reacts with water and carbon dioxide and converts into copper hydroxide, which is green in color, and copper carbonate is also formed. So in this way, copper also reacts with water and changes into copper hydroxide and copper carbonate. Now, reaction of metals with acids. Now, metal reacts with dilute acids to produce salt and hydrogen. Sodium reacts with dilute hydrochloric acid and converts into sodium chloride and releases hydrogen gas. Reaction of metals with bases. Metal reacts with sodium hydroxide to produce hydrogen gas. So in this way, these are the different chemical properties of metals. Now let us discuss the physical properties of non-metals. Now non-metals are just opposite in all the properties of the metals, physical properties of metal. Generally metals are shiny, but non-metals are mainly solid and gases at room temperature. Non-metals have dull surface and they are very brittle. Brittle means very soft. That is why sodium being a metal is a soft. That is the exemption. Otherwise, non-metals are generally soft and the brittle. Non-metals are non-ductile, means cannot be drawn into wire. Non-malleable, cannot be drawn into thin sheets. Non-sonorous, means no sound is produced when they hit on any surface. Poor conductor of heat and electricity, and have low melting point and boiling points. So the maximum properties, they are just opposite to the metals. Now examples of metals: carbon, oxygen, hydrogen, nitrogen, sulfur, phosphorus, fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, silicon, and these are their symbols. Now chemical reactions of non-metals. Generally non-metals do not react with air. Phosphorus, being very reactive, reacts with air when exposed to air to form phosphorus pentaoxide. Other non-metals on heating react with air to form their oxide. So here phosphorus non-metal is exemption, which reacts with air, and when exposed to air reacts with air and changes to phosphorus pentaoxide, which is opposite to their general property of the non-metals, that they do not react with air. Now carbon reacts with oxygen, gives carbon dioxide. Sulfur reacts with oxygen and forms sulfur dioxide. Non-metals do not react with water, and do not react with acids. So these are the chemical reactions or the chemical properties of non-metals. Now let us discuss the displacement reaction. As from the word displacement, displace मतलब किसी को उसकी जगह से हटा देना. Now displacement कौन कर सकता है? Naturally the person who is more stronger will displace. If he wants the particular seat, he will displace the less weaker person and sit on his seat. So just like the case is with here also, the more reactive metal displaces less reactive metal from its salt. So since iron is more reactive than copper, so iron displaces copper from copper sulfate and forms iron sulfate and separates copper. So iron being more reactive reacts with copper sulfate. Now copper sulfate solution, water solution, is blue in color. If we have a copper sulfate solution and if we keep some iron nails which are made up of iron, after few hours we will see that blue color is changed into the light green color, and this light green color is because of iron sulfate. So copper sulfate blue color, iron sulfate light green color. This is because iron is more reactive and it changes or displaces the copper from copper sulfate. Similarly, zinc is more reactive than iron, so zinc displaces iron from iron sulfate and forms the zinc sulfate. So if we put some zinc material, zinc metal into the iron sulfate, which is light green color, after some time it will change the color from green to you can say that little bit transparent or the white solution. Not exactly white, but it will lose its green color because of the formation of the zinc sulfate. Now uses of metals and non-metals. More metals, if we mix two or more metals, then their property improves, and such mixture of the two or more metal is known as the alloy. So these are the different alloys which are formed from the different combination of the metals. For example, bronze. Brass is formed by copper and zinc. Bronze is formed by copper and strontium. Similarly, these are the different alloys which can be formed by the combination of the different materials, or the not materials, different metals in some homogeneous mixture. Metals are used to make machinery, automobiles, aeroplane, trains, bridges, etc. Oxygen is a non-metal. It is inhaled by the living beings during respiration and very important for our survival. Nitrogen and phosphorus, non-metals, they are used in fertilizers. Chlorine is used in water purification. Iodine is used in the form of tincture iodine and is applied on wound as an disinfectant. So this is all about metals and non-metals. All of you will prepare notes from listen the video and prepare the notes and learn the lesson. On the next lecture, I am going to give you a test on the topic materials, metals and non-metals. So thank you all of you.